Imagine living in a country where women are always ready to sleep with strangers. Now, before you let your imagination run wild, we're not talking about a hedonistic paradise, but a land steeped in tradition and cultural richness. This is Myanmar, a country of mysterious and peculiar customs that might leave you scratching your head in wonder. The legal system here takes an interesting turn, especially when it comes to romantic matters, from laws that could land you in jail for premarital intimacy, to festivals where intimacy with strangers is not just accepted, but celebrated. The diversity is staggering. Men in skirts, red-stained teeth from betel nut chewing, and long-necked women are just a few of the intriguing sights you'll encounter. So, fasten your seatbelts and open your minds as we embark on a journey into the rich and fascinating customs and traditions of Myanmar. Ever heard of a festival that promotes intimacy with strangers? Well, in Myanmar, there's a celebration that does just that. Known as the Pon Festival, this event is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a tradition that some may find controversial, but to the people of Myanmar, it's a vital part of their culture. The Pon Festival, in essence, is a celebration of life, love, and prosperity. It's a 7-day event where participants, both married and single, engage in intimate activities with strangers. Yes, you heard right. Strangers. It's a practice that might seem peculiar to outsiders, but it is deeply rooted in the beliefs and customs of the people. You see, the locals believe that this festival brings them luck and prosperity. The act of engaging in intimacy with strangers is seen as a way to welcome new energy, new opportunities, and new fortune into their lives. It's a ritual that has been passed down from generation to generation, a tradition that embodies the essence of the Myanmar people's willingness to embrace the unknown for the promise of a brighter future. But don't mistake this for a reckless free-for-all. The festival is conducted with the utmost respect and consideration for all participants involved. It's not about lust or desire, but rather about forming connections, embracing diversity, and sharing experiences. Imagine a place where people can shed their inhibitions, let go of their fears, and truly connect with others on a deeper level. A place where boundaries blur and the lines between strangers and friends become intertwined. That's what the Pon Festival is all about. And while this may seem unusual to some, it's important to remember that every culture has its own unique way of interpreting and expressing human connection. For the people of Myanmar, the Pon Festival is a testament to their open-mindedness, their courage, and their unwavering belief in the power of connection. What a unique way to welcome luck and prosperity, isn't it? What if the dead never really left us? In Myanmar, the Tasa tribe embraces this intriguing notion. They live in harmony with the deceased, firmly believing that the soul lingers close to the living after death. It's not eerie or morbid. Rather, it's a testament to their deep respect and love for the departed. This unique tradition is punctuated by an annual festival, an event where the living and the dead come together in a grand celebration. It's a time of remembrance, love, and letting go. The tribe gathers to honor the deceased, sharing stories, laughter, and tears. They believe this festival aids the departed souls in their journey to the afterlife, providing them with peace and closure. It's a comforting thought, isn't it? That even after we're gone, we're not truly forgotten. A touching way to remember and honor the departed. Wouldn't you agree? Did you know premarital intimacy could land you in prison in Myanmar? Yes, You heard that right. Myanmar's legal system takes a very strict stand on matters of romance and intimacy. This Southeast Asian country, known for its rich culture and traditions, also has a set of stringent laws that might seem unusual to outsiders. One such law is the prohibition of premarital intimacy and cohabitation. This is not just a cultural norm or an expectation, but a legally binding rule. The law is unequivocal. Premarital intimacy is strictly forbidden. In fact, the law does not only apply to the local citizens of Myanmar, but also extends to foreigners who may be visiting or residing in the country. So, if you're planning a trip to Myanmar, this is certainly something you'd want to keep in mind. Now, you might be wondering, what happens if someone violates this law? Well, the consequences are quite severe. Those found guilty of breaking this law can face penalties that include imprisonment. Yes, a romantic liaison could potentially land you behind bars. While this might seem harsh to some, it's important to understand that these laws are deeply rooted in the country's cultural and social fabric. Myanmar, predominantly a Buddhist country, upholds a conservative approach towards relationships and intimacy. The society values modesty and chastity, especially before marriage. This law, therefore, is seen as a means to preserve these values. However, it's also worth noting that laws like these have been a subject of considerable debate. Critics argue that such laws infringe on personal liberties and privacy. Yet, the law holds its ground in Myanmar's legal system. So, if you ever find yourself in Myanmar, remember to respect this law, no matter how different it is from what you're accustomed to. After all, when you're in a foreign land, it's always best to respect the local customs and laws, even if they seem a bit unusual to you. A stern reminder of the importance of respecting local laws and customs, regardless of your personal beliefs. Always remember, it's not just about following the law, it's about respecting the culture that has shaped it. Who said skirts are only for women? And how about a red smile? Welcome to the fifth scene of our journey through the intriguing customs of Myanmar. Today we'll delve into the tradition of men wearing skirts and the widespread cultural practice of betel nut chewing. In Myanmar, fashion isn't defined by Western standards. Here, men don skirts, or as they call them, longyi. A longyi is a cylindrical piece of cloth worn around the waist, running to the feet. It's not just a fashion statement, but an integral part of the Myanmarese culture. Woven from cotton or silk, these skirts are versatile, comfortable, and suitable for the warm tropical climate. The longyi is worn by men of all ages, whether they're going to work, attending a special event, or just lounging at home. It's a testament to the adaptability of fashion, challenging the conventional norms of what men should wear. But the uniqueness doesn't stop at clothing. The people of Myanmar have a distinctive practice that instantly catches your attention: their red-stained teeth. This is a result of a popular cultural habit: chewing betel nut. The betel nut, or kunya, is a combination of areca nuts, betel leaves, and slaked lime, often mixed with tobacco. It's a package of flavors: bitter, sweet, and spicy, all at once. Not only is it a social custom and a symbol of hospitality, but it's also believed to have medicinal properties, from relieving aches to aiding digestion. But be warned, this unique Myanmarese pastime does leave an indelible mark, staining the chewer's teeth a vibrant red. The tradition of men in longyi and the practice of betel nut chewing offer a fascinating glimpse into the rich tapestry of Myanmarese culture. They're a reminder that our understanding of beauty, fashion, and social norms are wonderfully diverse and endlessly surprising. Indeed, beauty and style have a different definition in every culture. So, the next time you see a man in a skirt or someone flashing a red smile, remember, it's just another day in the vibrant life of Myanmar. Ever thought of a life where touching heads or giving money to children is forbidden? Well, welcome to Myanmar. This Southeast Asian country is steeped in traditions and cultural norms that may seem unusual to outsiders, but are intrinsic to its people's daily lives. One such norm is the emphasis on maintaining distance between genders, particularly in public spaces. Influenced by Islam and other local traditions, this norm encourages respect and modesty, discouraging casual physical contact between men and women. It's not just a cultural expectation, but a social etiquette deeply embedded in Myanmar's society. Now imagine a place where the head is considered the most sacred part of the body. Touching someone's head, especially without permission, is a significant cultural taboo in Myanmar. This belief stems from the notion that the head is the seat of a person's soul and spirit. Similar respect is shown towards the feet. Pointing your feet at people or sacred objects is seen as highly disrespectful, but the cultural norms don't stop there. In Myanmar, it's discouraged to give money to street children. While this may sound harsh at first, it's a measure designed to prevent child exploitation and discourage begging. Instead, locals and visitors are encouraged to support established charities and social programs that aim to help vulnerable children. And, if you're planning to visit, remember to pack modest clothing. Showing knees is considered inappropriate, especially when visiting religious sites. It's a sign of respect for the local culture and religious beliefs. So, long shorts and skirts are the order of the day. These customs and norms may seem unusual, even restrictive to some, but they form the fabric of Myanmar's cultural identity. They reflect a society that values respect, modesty, and tradition, while also highlighting the uniqueness that sets Myanmar apart from other countries. These customs certainly make Myanmar a fascinating place to explore, don't they? So, if you're a culture-curious traveler, Myanmar promises a journey full of intriguing customs and rich traditions waiting to be discovered. What if your beauty standard involved a long neck or yellow facial makeup? Well, in Myanmar, these are the norms. The Kayan women, a tribe in Myanmar, have a unique beauty standard that involves wearing heavy brass rings around their necks. These rings, added from a young age and increased over time, appear to lengthen the neck, giving these women their distinctive look. It's not about physical attractiveness alone, but also a symbol of cultural identity and social status. But beauty in Myanmar isn't just about long necks. The locals also have a unique approach to skincare. Thanica, a yellow powder made from the bark of the thanica tree, graces the faces of both men and women. This isn't just a fashion statement. Thanica serves as a cooling sunblock, a remedy for acne, and a means of skin beautification. It's a centuries-old tradition that has stood the test of time. Now let's switch gears and talk about hand usage. In Myanmar, the left hand is considered unclean. It's not used for eating or presenting objects to others. This isn't about personal preference, but a deeply ingrained cultural norm that commands respect and adherence. Speaking of respect, monks in Myanmar are accorded the highest level of it. These religious figures are central to the spiritual life of the country. Physical contact with monks, especially by women, is strictly avoided. This isn't about gender discrimination, but a means of preserving the monk's spiritual focus and purity. But respect isn't limited to people alone. Even seemingly mundane actions, like the direction one points their feet, are laden with cultural significance. Pointing feet at people or sacred objects is considered disrespectful, and the head, the most sacred part of the body, should never be touched. Myanmar certainly offers a whole new perspective on beauty and respect, doesn't it? From the long-necked Kayan women to the Thanika-adorned faces, from the left-hand taboo to the high reverence for monks, Myanmar's customs and traditions are a testament to the country's rich cultural heritage and diversity. Imagine a land where killing any creature is forbidden and temples abound. This is Myanmar, a country that holds life sacred and honors its spiritual roots through a plethora of temples and pagodas. In Myanmar, the prohibition on killing is a testament to the country's Buddhist principles. These principles emphasize compassion and harmony with nature, extending even to the smallest of creatures. It's a striking contrast to many societies where life is often taken for granted. In Myanmar, every life is considered sacred. This reverence for life is deeply woven into the fabric of Myanmar's society, shaping its customs and traditions. On a similar vein of respect and reverence, the act of removing shoes before entering temples is a common practice in Myanmar. This custom, followed by locals and visitors alike, is a sign of respect towards the sacred spaces and the deities residing within. However, this practice hasn't been without its challenges, facing issues due to malicious acts by some individuals. Yet the resilience of this tradition speaks volumes about the people's unwavering respect for their spiritual sanctuaries. And speaking of spiritual sanctuaries, Myanmar is often referred to as the land of temples. It's not an exaggeration. The country is home to countless temples and pagodas, each with its unique architectural style and spiritual significance. These structures, often gilded and shimmering under the sun, serve as constant reminders of the country's deep-rooted spirituality. They are places of worship, contemplation, and community, playing an integral role in the everyday life of the people. In essence, Myanmar's prohibition on killing, the custom of removing shoes in temples, and the abundance of temples and pagodas paint a vivid picture of a society that values life, respect, and spirituality. These elements, intertwined with the country's unique customs and traditions, contribute to making Myanmar a fascinating land of cultural richness and spiritual depth. Myanmar's customs and traditions certainly make it a unique and fascinating country, one that is rich in culture, tradition, and spirituality.